Those are the times, good hit. Ooh, close.
Oh.
He threw, he could have had it all. Bro, it was cringe. It was
Could
cringe.
have had it all. What the fuck?
She was in George's fucking guitar class too. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna come over one day. Because I was in advanced guitar. And she was like intermediate or whatever. Was it intermediate or beginner? I don't remember. But she was like still learning. And she would stay after. Wait, no, she wasn't in George's class. She would just stay after to like practice more. And like I remember one day me and George went over. Because we usually go to the guitar class to get like some picks or whatever. Or like get our strings changed. And she was there. And I was telling George I'm gonna like show off. I'm gonna play one of my solos next to her. Because I was like really good. I was like really good at guitar. I mean I still am. I like competed in guitar. And like I was gonna show off and try to like serenade her, but like she wasn't there.
You probably quit because of your ass, bro. I'd be kidding. She never like did. That guy plays guitar. Oh hell no! I cannot be involved in this instrument.
Holy fuck! Alternate universe Joe married that girl and he has a kid living in Korea with a well-paid job. Real actually. There's a lot of fumbles I had in high school. That's why when people say you peaked in high school, it's just like no, bro. I fucking took a lot of L's. Like there's a lot of shit I regret from high school, bro. Like I'd say I like knew everyone at the high school, but that's only because like everyone who went to the high school went to my middle school. So we were all like all of us knew each other already. So I was like friends with like everyone. Except for like the nerds. But all they would do is like play Yu-Gi-Oh! And that shit was kind of like interesting to watch. I remember one of the nerds were like playing. They're having like a lightsaber fight in the courtyard or whatever, and everyone was like circling around them and like gassing them up. That shit was the funniest shit ever, man. Yeah, that shit. Everyone was like cheering and like they were doing it like right next to us, and they started like full on lightsaber fighting each other. That shit had me dying.
Noises. Juwan, you're literally the biggest nerd of anyone here.
Did you say nerd like your one? No. Dude, I remember my friends are fucking morons, and they would get food. We had like canes at our food at our school.
My cousin worked at Canes.
And they would get some of their fries or like some of their fruits, whatever they got their lunch, and they would like launch it across the food court. And like it would hit like random groups of people.
Wait, you went to Canes at your school lunch?
Yeah, we had Canes and Panda. But they would launch food, like at random groups, and then they would all act like no one threw it. Like they would throw it, and then they would act like no one did it, and then they would know it would come from our vicinity, so that we would have like the fucking like the ghetto ass groups like come to us. He was like, bro, I know one of you N-words do that shit, bro. You better cut that shit out, bro. Or whatever. And I was just like, bro, you guys are so cringe, dude. And we had like a really big group. Like, we had a huge ass group.
Said it. You almost just said it.
No, I did not say almost say it.
Yes, you did. You almost said it.
I would wait in that long ass line and Mark would beg me to give him the bread. Yeah. Mark would beg us. So Canes would have bread, and that's like the best thing from Canes is the bread and the sauce. And every day he would ask someone for their bread. Every single day. He would ask literally everyone for their bread. No!
Why?
Because we wanted our food, bro.
Bro, why did he just get it himself, though?
Because he would, and he would want more. He's a fucking idiot.
Uh-oh, what the fuck?
And then people would like run. Like the moment lunch start, like the cane lines were so long that everyone would start booking it down the hallways, to get to the first in line. And thankfully my guitar class was literally right next to the court, or the food court, so I remember there was a shooting like across from our school, and we got put lockdown. And I remember our advanced guitar class was so try hard because we had like concerts or like festival they would call it, and we'd go perform. It was like a There's like a competition, and he said he didn't care about the shooting. We need to go practice. So instead, our guitar teacher. So instead of like, and we're next to the entrance of our school. So he's like, instead of being locked down, we sat there and practiced our guitars instead of fucking going on lockdown, bro.
That could have been the end. That could have been the end for Joe.
But they announced lockdown was lifted. I sprinted to the bathroom, dude. I mean, I was like kind of scared because it was across the street. But like in my head, it kind of scared me because we were literally in the front. But Joe, we didn't know at the time. Yeah, we didn't know. I mean, someone ended up telling me. I think we didn't know initially, but towards the end, like we learned that it was a shooting. I always think they're just practice whenever it happens. Yeah, I mean, once you got to like intermediate or advanced, especially advanced, like it was no longer like a hobby. It was a job, literally. You had to practice like every day. You had to practice every day. You had to do concerts. You had to play at lunch. You had to compete. You had to learn solos. It was like, that's why when high school ended, I like took a year break or two from like playing guitar because I just didn't enjoy playing it anymore. I remember there's this kid, fucking, he like made a school shooting joke, and he's like some black like skinny ass kid, and someone like reported him in our PE class, and like he got suspended for like a week for making that joke.
That's a white kid joke, bro.
And like this kid was like a troll black kid, he was clearly trolling. I think the last interaction with Mark was in freshman when he told us he got 17% on bio open notes. Dude, I remember there's this one girl, oh my god. There's this girl who liked me a lot, and she was like a white girl. She was kind of bad. But fucking Mark, in middle school, like told her to leave the group. Because like, it was like the boys group. But he like kicked her out of the group because she was a female. And he was like, saying that she ruined the group or whatever, and she was like,
"What the fuck?"
Yeah, dude, don't feel bad for Mark.
An incel.
Yeah, Mark was a fucking bastard child. I felt so bad for her, and she liked me too. I don't even know why she liked me. It was just the fact we called them 17%. Nah, there's like no way Mark did good in any class, bro. Oh yeah, our French teacher in high school was so bad. Like she was a student teacher or whatever. She had the fattest ass I've ever seen in my life. Like I'm not even like trying to down or like oversell it just because I was like a kid. No, her ass was huge. Ass like, I think Kevin had French. Didn't you have French, Kevin? You remember the student teacher? Mademoiselle or whatever? That's what we'd call her. She was so bad, bruh. And she was short, too. So when she would, like, she would have to, like, use a chair to, like, reach the top of the...
Don't even finish what you're about to say.
Top of the whiteboard, and she would use the chair and her ass would just be poking out. Oh my god, bruh.
I don't know, what do they call it? It was, like, I can't remember. But this chick in my Algebra 2 class, she's not a student in the class. Like a helper, like a teacher's helper, and she was a senior. Oh my god! I swear to God, she's so fine. She got a fat ass. I literally want to marry her. Dude, she always wore yoga pants too. So.
Oh yeah, everyone at our school would wear.
No, it was like crazy. They were like not her size. They were like tight, but. Hey, I ain't complaining, right? I had a nice view.
Just that old hag. Bro, I hated that teacher, actually. That teacher was a bitch. Bro, I actually did nothing in that class, like, every day. And I remember I said, like, something, and the fucking student teacher was like, come after school. I'm always gonna be here for you, or whatever. And I got, like, the biggest boner ever. But, like...
Bro, what is wrong with you?
Bro, she was hot, man. She was hot. Oh, yeah. Brandon, the short dude I walked with sometimes. Dude, I remember Brandon, man. You guys were the biggest swag F-word. Him and Brandon would be like wearing the most swag F-word shit. Like farming girls. Because Brandon was like fucking 4 feet tall for whatever reason. And like, him and Kevin would just be like farming girls. It was so cringe, actually.
Sounds like you're a little bit jealous, bro.
I am. They're like farming this baddie Asian in my class. And they're both like extremely smart and like dressed super well. Like in middle school, no one was like dressing that well. But once high school hit, like it was like a fucking fashion show. Like everyone was like dressing to impress. Dude, I remember one day, so apparently we had like second period PE or whatever. And apparently in first period, someone was running the mile and he couldn't hold in his shit. So he ran to the locker room. He ran to the locker room. And like he couldn't hold it in and he shit everywhere in the bathroom. And like it's Vegas, so it's like really hard. Really hot in the locker room. So
it just smelled like shit everywhere.
Yeah, there was like shit all over the walls and shit. And when we walked in second period, we got like a whiff of the worst smell in like ever. Like it was the mustiest shit ever. And everyone started gagging the moment we entered. And like I've never seen more people like throw up and like gag the moment we entered the locker room. Like it was like a domino effect, bro. Like one person started gagging, and then I started gagging because someone else was gagging, and then someone like threw up, and then everyone just like started fucking. It reminded me of the scene from the fucking Scary Movie 1 where everyone's like throwing up on each other. It was so bad, right? How do you shit on the wall? I don't know, bro. There was shit smeared everywhere, bro. It was so gross. I one time blocked the bathroom door in high school so my friend could shit in a urinal. What the fuck, chicken?
I had to go take a piss at one time. There was just like not even like a special needs kid. There's some regular ass guy. His pants were around his fucking ankles, shitting. He wasn't even pissing. This kid was shitting in a urinal, like in front of like in front of like 10 people. 10 people just saw it. Like
I once detonated an M80 in a toilet. What the fuck, Tree? People were so unhinged at our high school that like they would try their hardest not to piss in the urinal. Like their goal was to piss everywhere but in the toilet or the urinal. It was fucking disgusting, bro. Like they would piss on the handles of the door, like they'd piss all over the walls and shit. It was actually disgusting. Like the urinals were the cleanest part of the bathroom rather than the fucking anything. Roof. Yeah, like holy fuck, man. And people would like purposely shit like on the floor and like on the toilet handles.
Bro,
and shit.
what are you on about?
Disgusting.